My lines cut by razor blades, style designer in class. Gave y'all the tracks, now I let y'all do the math. My name known, claim phones cause I can. Strongly I stand, gritty the brand, man. I make moves in the fan. I let y'all live to see your heartbeat as I take it. I mean, every single word as I say it. I'm never playing, baby. Pour rhyme, scripture, and a whole lot of liquor. With every word, my rep gets thicker. Get the picture, this here greatness. Clear vision like LASIK, bragging and boasting. Taste it as we toasting. Wet pussy got my body.
Hey y'all, this is Austin with RawsoundRVA, sitting here with Jono, also known as Johnny Ciggs, Green City Records.
What up?
Gonna be hanging out talking about some music today. So why don't you let the people know what you're about, what kind of music you make?
Name's Johnny Ciggs, Gritty City Records. I'm a hip hop artist from Richmond, Virginia.
How long have you been rapping in Richmond?
8 years. Founded Gritty City 7 years ago, but I started rapping myself about 8 years ago.
So what is Gritty City?
It's a record label we started originally to put out my boy Delta Automatic's music, but then over the years we've all become our own solo artists and you know, done group stuff together. Basically, it's a crew that also is a record label. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Record label?
Looking a little bit to, you know, we've been going outside of the immediate crew a little bit for a couple of releases that are coming in the future. But yeah, for the most part, Gritty City is people that I've been doing business with and been friends with for a really long time. So it's definitely a family.
That's what's up. Going back to Johnny Ciggs, what were your influences in music growing up?
A lot of hip hop since a young age. I was real into like all the 90s alternative stuff.
Like Black Crowes or?
Yeah, I love the Black Crowes. The Black Crowes are the shit, man. And all of that stuff though, man. You know, that one Candlebox song is the shit. Far Behind.
I let you fall behind.
It's a banger, dude.
Right.
And a lot of old like 80s metal I love.
Gotcha.
A lot of old like soul shit. Love Frank Sinatra.
Frank?
Yeah, I love
On that old man status.
yeah, I wish I could be like him honestly, but I can't do that, so I'm a rapper. Like old like R. Kelly and shit. Love Raphael Sadiq.
Who's that?
The dude from Tony, man, you gotta get on that shit.
Tony.
He's incredibly talented. Super dope. And shit, what else did I used to listen to a lot? I think when I really got deep into hip hop was East 1999 Eternal by Bone Thugs-n-Harmony.
Yeah,
That was big for me.
Love them.
Yeah, when that album came out, I was probably like 11, and it just like changed my life.
Yeah, for me it was the Smokers Only.
Yeah, that's a great
As
song.
soon as I got the Smokers Only, that was like non-stop.
Yeah.
I loved it.
No, that's the shit.
Yeah.
And then the what was the other shit? Dude in my 6th grade English class gave me like a bootleg of the Bone Enterprise album. I don't know if you ever heard that.
Yeah,
the first joint
Yeah.
with like Son of an Assassin and all that
Yeah.
shit. And I was like, yo, this shit is super tough. That's when I really got into hip hop. But after that, I'd say when I really got into like the underground scene that I'm still pretty into to this day was when I heard a song called Protocol by 7L and Esoteric. My boy Dan had found undergroundhiphop.com, and it was a single on there for download. He made this mix CD. None of us knew about like underground hip hop or whatever, and we all were going out skateboarding that day. And he put it in the CD player in my car, and I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
Just bars after bars.
Yeah, it's an amazing song. It's just got this nice feel to it, and it's hard to explain. But I remember it was the second track on that mix CD he made, and it just like changed my fucking life.
Made you look at hip hop different?
Totally different. It was all different.
So as far as like hip hop and rap, I gotta ask you.
Let's get the cat out of here.
Yeah, Rex is hanging out. I kinda like it.
You want to keep her?
Yeah, honestly. So as far as hip hop and rap, what artists, like rappers, hip hop artists, would you put in your top 5?
That's almost an impossible question.
And even if you want to
To answer.
throw L10, not even put them in rank?
Alright, let me think for 1 second. That's gonna have to be.
I know it's
Alright,
tough for
I
me
got
too.
it. Number 1 is Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew.
Hell yeah.
Number 2 has got to go to Jermaine Dupri. Number 3, I'm gonna give that to Ja Rule. Number 4, I gotta go with Rakim, you know.
Rakim.
And then number 5, I'm gonna give that to Young Berg. Definitely, yeah, Young Berg. Yeah.
Wait, so you put Ja Rule above Rakim?
Rakim's number 4.
Oh.
Yeah, Ja Rule's number 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So that's my top 5, dead or alive.
Johnny Ciggs top 5. Ja Rule number 3. So as far as like hip hop and rap, where do you think it is right now in 2018? Is there an era that you prefer, or do you like what you're seeing nowadays?
I mean, I'm gonna put it like this. There's a lot of people, I see people freaking out about the state of hip hop over the years and this and that and everything, but I haven't really paid attention to mainstream anything since like, you know, 1998 or something. So it's like things have never really changed to me. I listen to what I like and I find what I like. You know, everybody's bitching about the state of hip hop in 2018, but Evidence put out a fucking classic this year, so I'm good.
Right.
I love that album. So the fuck do I care about any of this other shit?
Yeah,
like if that's their thing,
or...
go have fun. They're making money for legitimately doing nothing.
Facts.
Being terrible at something. They're making millions of dollars. Good for them. Fuck it.
Facts.
I'll continue to listen to what I listen to. You know, there's still some cool shit out there. So, but yeah, I don't know. I've been you know, I totally get where everybody's coming from with that and hating the mumble rappers and all that shit. But through all these, you know, I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. I was like, I remember when everybody was bitching about 50 Cent and G-Unit being dumbed down.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the early 2000s. Like everyone was like, hip hop and rap is dying. Like it was all the like Trill, like, you know, Mike Jones. Everyone was.
See, I fucked with Mike Jones.
No, and I did too. But I always looked at it as like, this is cool, but it's definitely not on that, like, you know, Pac, Biggie, Bone Thugs, that kind of vibe from the 90s.
It's
like,
just different. Things always change.
Yeah, and now it's,
you know, like I was telling my one homie a while back, I was like, if you're gonna be like a hip hop purist, then, you know, take it back to like Barry White records and shit. Like, you know, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Who cares, man? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been able to find good music, and, you know, sometimes I think that people, you know, wouldn't be so upset with the state of music that's handed to them if they took the time to find music they liked. I never have. Like, I jumped on Amazon today, just looking to find some rare albums and everything. I found a bunch of dope shit, no problem. Like, it took 2 seconds. I've spent way too much money like that on fantastic music, no problem.
You hear that? You gotta look for your music. Don't just listen to that fucking radio.
Yeah, I copped a whole bunch of Ill Bill shit, and I love Ill Bill. Ill Bill is fucking sick. The School Shooting is one of the craziest songs ever. But actually, I didn't even know he put out this album. It's like a rare demo joint from like 91 to 94 or something. I'd never even seen it before, but I got that, and then he's got like another EP that just came out or something. So I don't know. Like, Ill Bill's never done me wrong, so I still buy his music.
I need to start listening to Ill Bill.
Ill Bill's the shit.
I got into him when I was like listening to like Jedi and stuff back in high school.
Well, same sort of thing. That's dude. Jedi Mind Tricks, Violent by Design. It blows my mind how many hip hop heads have never heard that. Like, what the fuck?
It was pretty. I mean, that was definitely one that kind of like, whoa.
That's a staple, and I've got 2 copies of it sitting right there.
You got 2?
Look at it. Yeah. Look at it right here. And fucking say what you want. Say what you want about the new shit. Like, I know people got problems with that and whatever, and I haven't listened to as many of their new albums, but that's a fucking classic, man. And it blows my mind how many people have never even heard that. Like, hip-hop heads, too. I'm like, why have you never fucking heard that album? It's incredible.
I mean, lyrically, it's pretty up there.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's a fucking bugged out album.
So, what kind of projects do you have in the works right now?
I got too many projects in the works. The ones I'm focusing on are 5 projects, 4 of which I've been working on for far too long and was just like too fucked up to finish them. So I'm finishing those up, tying all the loose ends and everything, and looking to get those out. Got a project with Pomac from Roanoke. I got a project called the Cadillac Jean Jacket with my man Profound 79. I got an album coming out produced by Drugs Beats from Raleigh, North Carolina. I got an album with I guess you could call it a group. Me and John Canada are the Johns. And the project is called John Cornelius. And then I've got a joint called Paradise that I just wrote in the last few months. And I'm just trying to get everything put together on those and kind of drop them all quickly.
So I can projects in the mix.
Yeah, but I just sat on too much shit and kind of fucked myself. I'm glad it happened how it did though, because it's I'm glad that it's all coming out kind of at the same time, because I feel like it'll paint some sort of a picture. It'll be almost like a little story or something. I don't know. We'll see.
So you got 5 projects in the works right now. You've got Cadillac Jean Jacket.
Yeah, Decadence. John Cornelius. An unnamed project with Drugs Beats, and then Joint Paradise. Or the joint is called Paradise, which is mostly was written in like the first month or 2 of me sobering up. So it's like it's pretty fucked up, but it is what it is.
So
I played you some of it.
Yeah, I mean it goes in. It's tough. And out of those projects, which do you think people are going to be able to get their hands on first?
That'll be Decadence, and that's the oldest one. I started Decadence in like 2011. I met Pomac at a show at Strange Matter, and bought a bunch of beats from him a few months after that. And that's what that album is a collection of songs taken out of that beat. I mean, out of that beat pack. The other beats from that beat pack were on Merlot. They were on Sickness of Seep. They were on some of the Rapper Monday tracks from back in like 2013. So other beats have been used elsewhere, but these were the ones that I kind of kept for myself and decided to make an album out of. So that's like that one's got everything from me at my like most immature all the way to where I am now. And so it's a whole mess of shit. A Cadillac Jean Jacket is like the adventures of like a little like I guess like separate persona, John Silks, you know what I'm saying? Smooth.
John Silks.
Yeah, big John Silks. And it's just like some fucking grimy pimp shit, basically. And then the Drugs Beats album is, I started working on a couple years ago.
Because Drugs Beats, they did malt music, right?
Drugs Beats did half malt music. Very talented producer, and I'm really liking what me and him did, so we'll see what happens with that. Me and John Canada, that's just my homie. We just like would hang out, eat Da Vinci's pizza, and make ignorant rap music, and it was tight. Yeah, John Cornelius. Fucking fire. I talk about all sorts of dumb shit on that one. I love it. The Paradise album is probably the most personal album I've ever done. And
you said this was the album where you had gotten sober beforehand?
Yeah, it was. I wrote most of it like right as I was trying to fight through the first like month of sobriety. I was just like locking myself in my apartment and realized that I couldn't really handle doing anything, so I just stayed in there and like just wrote these horribly depressing songs.
I mean, it's not funny, but
no, it is funny.
Yeah, like, I know what you're saying.
It's one of those things like people get like freaked out by it, like it's some sort of horrible thing that happened. It's like it just had to happen, but at the same and hopefully people like the album that came from it. But yeah, I mean it was the probably the roughest time of my life. And yeah, I just like couldn't sleep, and I was just a complete fucking crazy person. Like I think my neighbor at my old apartment like could hear me through the walls, just like losing my shit. He probably thinks I'm completely out of my mind, which I was.
Yeah.
And I wrote all this shit, just trying to like reflect on you know, the last 18 years of just being fucked up constantly. And you know, I loved it. It was everything to me for a really long time. And then I think that's kind of like why it was so fucked when I decided it was time to stop. It was like it's almost like you're losing your best friend, and it's just the complete mind fuck that comes with that process. It's just like you can't even describe it in words. And it was just fucking crazy. And the only thing I could really think of was to try to like document it to make it worth it in some sort of crazy way. And I was just like wrote some shit.
I know you showed me like a few tracks off of it, and I'm very excited. Can't wait to get my hands on that depressing fucking album.
Paradise.
Because it's fire. It's fire.
I'm glad you liked it. I love it. But I wasn't sure if it was like that because it was personal to me and I liked it because it meant so much to just me, or if other people would actually like it. That was what I was worried about with that one. It's like, are people gonna understand what the fuck this album is about, or are they just gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Probably a little bit of both.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think you're going to have some people that are going to gravitate more towards like Cadillac jean jacket. You're going to have some people that gravitate more towards decadence, more towards drug beats. Just kind of depends on what you're into. Paradise is definitely for the ones that have cried over some shit. Who are the producers that you work with on and off with?
My main producers, I'd say, are like, you know, what people consider the Gritty City production team, which is Fan Ran, John Canada, Profound 79, and The Simple. And they all have very different styles, so I get all sorts of shit, and it just works out well. So all very, very talented dudes. I'm definitely, you know, it's a pleasure to be able to work with them as closely as I do. You know, everybody around town wants a beat from those guys these days, and I get them all the fucking time.
Yeah, he gets all the beats.
You get all the good beats.
Yeah.
You know, I've known a lot of those guys for a really long time, and it's just been amazing to watch them grow with them. Like, you know, it's just been great. I remember Rand showing up when Rand wanted to be a producer. He was a rapper that made beats occasionally. Fan Rand approached me at a show and was just like, you know, I hear the sound y'all were going for. This is like 2011. It's like, I hear the sound y'all are going for. Like, you know, I make beats, and like I want to be a producer now. Like, I want to concentrate on making beats. And he came over with all these beats that no one had rapped on, played them for us, and we started doing songs with Rand. And then he would come over and hang out at the Gritty House and like kick a rhyme with us or whatever. We'd do a song, and it's just so amazing to see how far he's come. Like, everybody in town wants a Fan Ran beat now, and I remember when he told me that he like wanted to be a producer and wanted to do this shit, and it's just great to see that he's taken it as far as he has, because he's absolutely killing it right now. Absolutely killing it right now.
Rand's great. Yeah. As far as Food Court Gods 1 through 3, like all them joints. All
That's
them
Profound
joints.
too.
Yeah, Profound. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is Profound. That's Profound and Rand.
Profound just released a new tape on Loretta Records too, or I guess it's the pre-order was the other day, and I got a couple songs on there which I'm excited about.
What's the name of it?
Art Deco. Yeah, he works with a label called Loretta Records as well, out of like, I think they're out of like Milwaukee or something. But they're crushing right now too.
Oh, yeah.
And he just did a cassette with them, so shout out to Profound 79. He's another dude where he's just grown so much. I mean, that guy makes so many fucking beats, like it's just stupid how many beats that guy makes. Even, you know, Ant just put out The Motions, which is one of my favorite albums we ever released.
It's a good tape, solid tape.
I fucking love that shit,
great.
man.
Yeah.
Like, so dope, and it was his 10th release, and yeah, I was very excited about that. And then of course Canada, we met Canada because I got drunk with the drummer of Ramming Speed and became friends with my man Jonah. And fucking, he was like, I know, he's like we hung out, the second time we hung out, he's like, I know how fucking corny this sounds, but like, my girlfriend's little brother makes beats, man. I really want you to check him out. And I was like, well, you know, me and you got all shithoused on Rumplements the other night. The least I can do is check out this kid's beats. And there was one beat that was like a banger, so I was like, I'll take that one. We'll do a song on that. And we did a little song, me, Ran, and Squeaks. And then, like, next thing I knew, Canada moved to Richmond. It was like living kind of around the corner from me, but I was such a piece of shit drunk that I didn't even see him very much when he first got here. And then I bumped into him one night at Baja and got fucking hammered. And I was just like, you want to be in Gritty City? I like you. Whatever the fuck it was. And what I love about him is immediately when he became a part of it, like shit just started rolling again. Like he just sparked it and the shit just got popping, man.
Went to work.
Yeah, and he's another dude that's like, he's gotten so fucking dope.
Dirty Water was an awesome project.
Oh, Dirty Water's the shit. And that was the first one in like a whole new era of our music. That was the first one we did with like where we stepped up the artwork and we got the better packaging and like marketed it a different way. Like totally changed the game for the way we do things at Gritty City. And it all goes back to like this one night at Uptown Alley where I got super fucked up with some dude named Jonah, who's now a great friend of mine. I love Jonah, and you know, glad I met him. But it's just funny how those things work out. Is we just got fucking wasted with no clue that he was about to bring me this amazing friend and amazing beat maker. It's I love when shit works out like that.
Yeah,
it's
that's
awesome.
the best.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And now it's like 4 years later, and I'm like,
Try something new. This is gonna be some rapid fire questions for Johnny Ciggs.
all right, let's do it.
All right, and these are gonna be off the top of my head. I'm gonna give you two choices. You don't really have a whole lot of time to think. You just gotta pick one.
Okay.
First one: mayonnaise or ketchup?
Mayonnaise.
Okay, mayonnaise. Mayonnaise it is.
I love mayonnaise, man.
Big L, Andre 3000.
Big L.
Damn. You knew that one.
All day. Why would I pick Andre 3000 over Big L? It's just crazy talk. So released the solo album. Andre 3000 never did.
That's true.
Yeah.
Andre 3000 never did put out a solo album.
Yeah. Everybody likes to act like he's done all this crazy solo work, but he's done features.
I'd bring up, I know I've said his name, which I think 3 Stacks is great.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, but people really do sleep on Big Boy.
Yeah.
They don't give him enough credit.
They don't give him shit.
They're 50-50. Like Outkast is 50-50. I don't care what anyone says. You listen to all them AT Aliens, Southern Playlist. All right. The Vietnam War or 9/11?
Vietnam War.
Vietnam War. Better memories.
But it is better memories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better memories. All right. Operation Connect 4.
Operation.
Operation.
I never had Operation as a kid though. I always wanted it. I had Connect 4, but I always wanted Operation.
So that's why Operation.
Yeah, and I never owned Operation.
You know what? I don't think I ever
Dude,
Operation.
it's so sick. Like I wanted it so bad, and I never got it.
Chuck E. Cheese or Dave & Buster's?
Chuck E. Cheese. I did my 30th birthday at Chuck E. Cheese.
Really?
Yeah, the best shit was when I was making the reservation. I was like, you know, we're trying to do a birthday party for like 10 people or whatever the fuck it was. And they were like, how old's the child? I was like, there is no child. It's me. I'm 30. And they were just like, what the fuck?
Spider-Man, Batman.
Oh, fuck. Spider-Man. I just remember I had a crush on, what was the fucking girl in the Spider-Man movies?
Mary Jane, hair metal or punk?
Hair metal.
Hair metal?
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah. White Snake's the greatest band of all time.
Blasphemy. Fucking blasphemy.
Name a better band.
Fucking Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin
AC/DC.
AC/DC sucks.
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd sucks.
The Who.
I love The Who.
Yeah.
Actually, I love Pink Floyd too.
Tits or ass?
Ass.
Ass.
It's the only way to be.
Knives or guns?
Knives.
Knives.
Knives are more personal.
Makes sense. Right. Ali G or Tom Green?
Well, I'd have to go with Tom Green. I grew up on Tom Green.
Yeah, I love Tom Green too.
Yeah.
But Ali G is the man too.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny.
But Ali G's got that one shit, I'll never forget it, where he's got that room full of like, scholars, like, academia types, and he's just like, you know, what does he say? He's like, me learned a lot from Sesame Street. When are we gonna make a Sesame Street for kids? But then he can't compete with that Tom Green shit where he would just like cover himself in fucking blood and like bend up a bike and lay down on the side of the road. Tom Green is crazy.
I like the one Tom Green episode. What did he do? He he took his mom's car and had like 2 chicks eating each other out, spray painted, like detailed on the hood of their car. John Candy or Adam Sandler?
Oh, Adam Sandler. I love Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I'm a fan, so.
Yeah, he's funny and tasteless, but he's also got a heart, you know?
Yeah. Jim Carrey or Mike Myers?
I have to go with Mike Myers.
Just
because he's got characters that I hold, you know, close to my heart, like Wayne.
Yeah,
Wayne's World was my shit when I was a kid. I loved that movie so much.
Friends or Cheers?
It's tough, man. That's a tough one because I got that whole like internet thing going on where I just ramble about Friends, and if I say what I want to say right now, then that's gonna ruin my whole front. But I think Cheers. Sam Malone is a legend. I would do anything to be like that guy. Johnny Ciggs, Gritty City Records, watching RawsoundRVA. If you're interested in checking out my music, go to grittycityrecords.com. Everything I've ever done in my entire career is on there, along with a bunch of other dope shit from a bunch of other dope artists. So check it out, grittycityrecords.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Fuck it, I don't care. See you later.
This money, homie, this rock solid, every word is intact. The words rock as I rhyme on the track. Dime in my lap, ruin my hand, line in my nose, known as a pro. Professional with the words I've chose. The case closed, I'm the one. Caps fired, all competitors run. Waiting at the finish line. My work here is done. Smoke in your lungs, motherfucking needles hang from your arm. Southern charm, John beat you with brawn. Make moves, dust to dawn. Gone off bourbon shots and not a guap. Who's hot to rock? Stop talking and walk. Shark pictures of your presence, it's the essence, bring pain to you peasants. Crossing me, dog, it ain't too pleasant. Bitch, beat it. It's